is Stampy, and welcome to another live stream. Today we're doing something I've never done before. Something that I don't know whether it will work or not. So there's a good chance this is going to be the only stream where I do this. But yeah, I thought I'd try it out. So basically, what's a good way to describe this? Okay, so this is my lovely world. Okay, and imagine this is like a going right into this, aren't I? Imagine this is like an ice cap. Okay, so the part of the lovely world you see is just like, it's from like here. It's just that very little top bit. That's the lovely world videos. But all of the work I do on lovely world's down here, and that's all of like the coming up with ideas, the designing things. Obviously there's the recording of it, then the editing, and like coming up with storylines and stuff. Like that's where all the work is, but no one ever sees that stuff. So I had the idea to maybe bring this down a little bit further. So I would live stream me actually designing a mini game, coming up with an idea, and then that way, like you're kind of seeing a bit more of the progress. You get to, I guess you get more of me playing Minecraft, and then yeah, hopefully give you a bit of an idea. So I've done this a little bit in the past. So on my second channel, I used to do behind the scenes videos where I'd kind of do what I'm doing now, but it would be much more like I'm doing all of the designing stuff, and then I'd record a quick clip just to let you know what I did, and then I'd go back and do more, and then I'd record a quick clip, which means I never captured any of the moments where I came up with an idea or something funny happened. Like none of that stuff was ever in it. It was more just like updates of the progress. So yeah, I thought this might be fun. I'll be honest, for some of you, it'll be really boring. It's gonna be a lot of me just thinking and umming and erring. Like this isn't gonna be like fast-paced action like Minecraft. This is gonna be me in a super flat world trying to come up with ideas for mini games. So for some of you, like that would be interesting. I know for me personally, like that's the kind of content I would like from other people. So I would enjoy it. But for some others of you, it's just gonna be really boring. So just be prepared. If you find it boring, you don't have to shout about it in the chat. You can just go watch something else. There's plenty of other videos out there for you, just as a bit of a warning. Hello to Jack, who says nice setup. Oh, thank you. Yeah, not long ago we moved to a new house, so I got a new office and a new backdrop, and it's basically done, to be fair. It took me a little while to get it how I wanted it. The dog bed, oh, which side is it? Like my camera's like reversed. Dog bed here, it's probably a bit of a mess. But oh well, I mean, it serves a function. The dogs are happy about it. Hello to Lauren. Oh, Sienna says, where's Doggo? Oh, Doggo's about. Do you want to come say hello, May, or are you? She's a bit tired. We just had a walk, so she'll probably be pretty sleepy. She does have a little sneaky treat here. If you look carefully on Squacia My Lap, there's a rice bone with May's name on it that she's gonna get at some point during the stream if she starts getting antsy to keep her occupied. Hello to Hayden Hudson. Hello to Oliver Ollie. Hello to Hey June, who says hey Stampy. Hello to Nina Banks, I think that was. Went past really fast. Hello, oh, it's going really fast now. Hello to Swappy. Hello to Jack Jones. Hello to Tim Walker. Hello, James. Oh, are we lagging? I just saw the connection drop for a second. I think it's okay. Hello to, it's going Colin D. Hello to the amazing Weedle Uma, I think that was. I don't know how I managed to read that of how fast it's going. Hello to everyone. Actually, let's say hello to some donations that have come through early in the stream as well, and then we'll get into it. Then we'll get into the proper work. Hello to hello fun Han Solo's cousin. Welcome back to the stream. One of the longer usernames to read. Hello to Mo Breaker as well, who says, I'm in the middle of maths, but Stampy's come first. It doesn't. You all mess up. If you're being naughty and watching me in class or work, stop it. I don't approve. I'm not going to say thumbs up to that. Get your work done. The stream will be up on VOD. And this is actually probably one of the streams more so than other ones where it would actually probably be a little bit better in VOD. Well, maybe not better, but like it would be probably quite good to skip ahead over a few bits. Yeah, don't watch me in the middle of maths. Thank you to Sal Plays as well, who says, thank you for making my childhood. Thank you as well to Thomas. And Josh Phillips, welcome back to the stream, who says, Thou is hearest once more. If one could travel through time, what would one change about how one went about the YouTubes, e.g. series, traditions, or how thy platform functions? Bless thy soul again, says Josh Phillips. If anyone wants a little bit of a translation, basically, if I could go back in time, what would I do different on YouTube? And it's hard to say, because I'd like to say well, the big one definitely is like I would always assume that there's people of all ages watching. Because when I started doing YouTube, I was just making videos just for like myself and my mates, and like no one was watching. And then I suddenly realized that there was like a younger audience coming to my channel. But of course, the old videos almost famously now, infamously, I'd use some bad language. And just, the videos, I was just making them for just making them. So I wasn't thinking about anyone watching them. So I'd nipped that in the bud earlier on. So the thing is, a lot of stuff that I've done, which is like not bad, but like I'd hopefully say like not as good as now. But if I didn't do that stuff, I wouldn't have got better to the point where I am now. Maybe I would have tried out doing some live streams a little bit earlier on. But then again, if I was doing live streams when I was kind of like at my like peak popularity, I don't think that would have been fun. That would have just been stressful because there'd have been too many people there. So like looking back, there's actually not like a huge amount of stuff that I would do like vastly different, to be honest, because like I haven't really changed what I've been doing for such a long time. Like if I really wanted to do things differently, I'd have changed. But like I think my videos and my style and what I enjoy doing has kind of stayed the same for like the whole time. What I'd like to do actually is I'd like rip off all of my own ideas. Like I'd go back in time and like all of like what I think are my favorite mini games now, I'd do them all straight away. I'd just steal all of my ideas and do them like really quickly. And everybody would be like, wow, he's coming up with like an amazing new idea every week, but I'm just stealing my own ideas. Actually, no, I'd steal other people's ideas because I could get away with it. That's what I'd do. That's what I'd do. I'd start the Dream SMP before Dream even did YouTube. That's what I'd do. I could go back in time and do something. Hopefully that answered your question. I don't know if it did, Josh, but hopefully it made you laugh anyway. Thank you to our Manny TNT, who says, hey Stampy, I missed the last stream. I love your content. Been a fan since 2013. That's okay. As I said, you can watch them all back on VOD. It doesn't matter if you're able to watch live. I know it's more fun when it's live, but yeah, at least you can see a little bit of it. What did I say then? Little bit of it. Thank you to Margarito YouTube, who says, hey Stampy, it's been a while since I've seen you. Well, welcome back. Thank you as well to Jordan Blake for becoming a member. Thank you also to Tom and Ghost Rider Let's Play, who says, oh, it scrolled down too fast, who says, would you rather have a box with any amount of cakes or any amount of diamonds? I'm assuming you're talking about real life, and I mean like obviously diamonds, because then I just sell all the diamonds and buy like 100 boxes of cakes. I mean, that's got to be the right answer, right? I mean, I think it depends. If you want the immediate satisfaction, I say if I was in like a desert and starving, I'd go for the cakes. But any other time, I think I'd buy the diamonds and get the diamonds and buy the cakes. Thank you also once again to Cell Plays, who says you're my favorite streamer. Thank you for making my childhood. Dan Crazy asks how I'm doing today, and I'm doing good. I mean, like, not done anything because, COVID and stuff. But yeah, apart from all that, I'm doing okay. Thank you also to Huge False, who says, do you know how much you helped us grow up? Well, I didn't until like recently, until everyone's been saying about it. And like, I always just thought I was making silly videos, but like it's kind of come up quite a lot that I've had an impact on people's lives. So that's awesome. So I guess I kind of do know, like a little bit. Thank you also to Kid and Willow and Tuscany, who says, did you enjoy going through old Lovely World videos? No, I hate it. I was just cringing. The whole time I was cringing. Like, not just because of, like, some of just, like, the bad language stuff that obviously, like, I don't do anymore, but just, like, just how bad I was. Like, I've said this before, but the thing I always hate, like, I don't hate, the thing that always annoys me a little bit is when people say, like, oh, you're a natural. And it's like, no, go back and watch my old videos. I could barely talk. I couldn't, like, I had no idea what I was doing. This because I wasn't doing it for anyone. I was doing it because, like why a lot of people start YouTube now. I had seen other people, doing like YouTube and stuff, and my mates were playing Minecraft, so I thought I'd try that out. And I was just like, this will be a fun thing to do, like, So it was, you know, it's very different to now where I know if I upload something, I know someone's going to watch it, you know? Like, if I'm sitting in a room and I'm not live streaming, I might pick my nose. If I'm live streaming, I won't pick my nose. So metaphorically, those early Lovely World videos, I was picking my nose. I've just realized that you can see this microphone here. Let's get that out of the way. I'm not even using that microphone. Anyway, now I've just admitted to picking my nose. Let's see what else there is. Ango and Friend says, hello, I hit the target in Viva Dash a couple. Who knows? You would have to ask them, not me. I would have no idea. Oh, hello, chicken nuggies. Welcome back to the stream. Oh, has it frozen? On my preview, it's frozen. Let me wait for the chat to catch up and see if everyone's shouting lag at me. Are we okay? Is it just working? Is it just my preview's messed up? Oh, is it gone? Oh, everyone's saying no. Oh, is it completely frozen? Oh, it's like gone. Oh, is it back? Oh, is it fine? Are we good? If you can hear me, everyone say blancmange. Everyone type blancmange in the chat. If you can see me. I was just messaging Squashy like, are you doing anything? This is also good because I can see all of the different ways people are going to try and spell blancmange. I don't pick the easy words, do I? Oh, right. I haven't seen two people spell it the same way twice. Oh, I think a few people are spelling it right. I mean, to be fair, I don't know how to spell it. And those people are getting their messages hidden for like, why is blancmange? Is like blancmange a bad word? Why is it like blocking it for everyone? Okay, you can stop saying blancmange. We're done with blancmange. Yeah, just saying, Chicken Nuggies said hello. Hope you're doing well, and I am. Thank you as well to Coxie, does art, and Bill Epicness, legit cool dude. Thank you as well to B Braffizer, who says don't shave your beard. Thank you to Andy, who says love you so much, as well as Show, who says hi Stampy, you raised me when I was younger. Please say to your dog I say hello. May, Show says hello. She looked up and went, and then looked back down again. She didn't seem interested. Thank you as well to pick up. Oh, here she comes. Hello. Hello, May. There she is. Hello. You can settle down there. There's a rice bone with your name on it coming soon. Oh, Henry's giving me a tongue twister. Says, say gurney over and over really fast. I'm scared it's gonna like make it sound like I say something weird. Gurney. Yeah, I'm too scared to like try and do it too fast in case it ends up sounding something rude. Maybe that's when I'll try in my old time. Thank you also to Beast. He says, hey Stampy, I was just thinking about younger me watching all your videos. I probably watched you and Squid's original Quest to Kill the Ender Dragon 100 times. Please never stop making videos. Oh, thank you so much, and thank you for coming back to check out the stream. Right then, shall we get into this? Shall we start? Oh, she settled down on the bed. She settled down on the bed. Okay, look, when she gets up off the bed, everyone remind me, that's when I'm going to give her the rice bone, okay? Because she's settled now. We're all okay. But yeah, here I am in my schedule world. So for everyone who's just joining in now, basically, I'm going to be trying to design a brand new minigame, which is going to be for my lovely world. So I guess I should also give you a little bit of like a very soft spoiler warning. So there's not going to be any like story spoilers or anything, but obviously you're probably going to see today like an early version of something I'm going to end up building in my lovely world. So if you don't want to see that, if you just want to wait until it's actually in my lovely world and I'm doing it in proper videos, then go away. Come, this isn't the stream for you, because you will be I feel like I spent the whole stream just trying to tell people to not watch the stream. Yeah, this won't be the stream for you because you will get spoilers. So you don't know what my sketchbook world is. Basically, that's what it sounds like. It's like my sketchbook. So when I'm designing a minigame, for example, this really bad minigame, which yeah, probably one of my worst mini games. But yeah, it had to be designed. So while I was like planning it and kind of deciding what I wanted the game to be, basically I'd kind of just have this world and I'd do a bunch of designs, work out the dimensions, play around with a bunch of gameplay mechanics, do a bunch of redstone. Hopefully there won't be too much of that today. Yeah, get it to a ready point so that when I go to make the Lovely World video, like, you know, I'm not kind of doing that all in that video, and the videos can be a little bit shorter and a little bit more easily consumable, I guess would be a good way. Oh, enjoy your shower, El Robo. Oh wait, one second. I think Squishy's just. Oh, my front door heard something. I think it was a bird. Is this on the Xbox One edition? Asks Harold. No. So this is on PC on the Bedrock version of the game. Just because that is what I record on Lovely World at the moment. Basically because it's the only thing that can run my Love Garden, because on the Xbox Series X it's still pretty laggy and doesn't run too well. So yeah, let me explain what my initial idea is. So you may remember, I don't know if the mini game for it's anywhere nearby. Oh, it's over there. It's over there. So yeah, I had a zombie spawner. Actually, I won't go over there because I'm too scared of showing you spoilers for other things that I have in here that I don't want you to see. Yeah, so I had a zombie spawner in my world and I made a mini game out of it. But then for ages, I've also had a spider spawner. So how do I in Bedrock? I guess if I go to everything, I'm just trying to look for it. Yeah, so I had a spider spawner. So I was trying to come up with a where is it? Where's spider? Is it? Oh, does it just not show up in this menu? Do I need to do a command to get it? Oh, I might need to use a command to get it. Does anyone know how to get a mob spawner to show up in Bedrock? I need to type. Can I just type it in here? Oh, it's under nature, apparently, Sierra said. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, so yeah, I had a spider spawner, and I was trying to think like what's the best like use I can do for spiders. So I was thinking like, oh, what's like a unique thing about spiders? What can like spiders do that like other mobs can't do? Where are old spiders? Actually, they're probably quite early up. Bat, parrot, rabbit, llama, bee. Oh, these are all the googlies. Ah, spider. Right. Yeah. So I was trying to think about what's like unique about spiders. And I was like, I think, like in my mind, there was like two main things. One, obviously, they can climb walls. So I had maybe the idea of like there being a cage down here like this, and then maybe there's like walls, and maybe they're like climbing up the walls, and you need to like swap them down or something. And then the other thing is that they don't attack you in the day unless you attack them. So I had like what I thought was a pretty cool idea of like, say you're in a room where it's like absolutely full of spiders everywhere. And say you need to like attack each other, or like maybe everyone's only got half a heart. Everyone has to drink a poison potion, and you need to try and hit each other. But if you accidentally hit a spider, the spider's going to attack you. So you're trying to like hit the other players, but not hit the spiders as they're all over the place. And I was like, that's a really cool idea. But and this is where I prove how stupid I am. Right before, well, about an hour ago, when I was setting up the stream, I went to load up my Lovely World to look at exactly like how deep the mob spawner is and how far away it is from my path. So tell you what, let me wrong button. Right, let me show you. Let me show you what I discovered when I loaded up my Lovely World. So yeah, this is me in my Lovely World. Yeah, here's my fun land. You may recognize bits of it. Yeah, so I went to go down here to see how deep the spider mob spawner is, and I realized it was a skeleton. I don't know why. For some reason, in my head, I had convinced myself. Sorry, it's just very emotional. No, in my head, I convinced myself that it was a spider spawner, and it turns out it's a skeleton spawner. So I spent all of this time thinking in my head about what's a great minigame I can do with loads of spiders. And then I realized that there isn't loads of spiders. It's gonna be loads of skeletons, which is fine. Like, skeletons are fine. I'm sure there's like interesting stuff that can be like done with them. but it's just not what I had in my head, and probably not quite as a sort of switching. I don't want you to see any spoilers from like the screenshots of my worlds. Yeah, so let's get rid of this spider. That was just for demonstration purposes, and let's put in a polar bear. Can you put like just animals in these? Oh, can I? Yeah, oh yeah, of course you can. Oh, I wish it was a polar bear spawners. I wish polar bear spawners were an actual thing in the world. But let's replace that with a skeleton before we get overrun. Is that skeleton? There we go. Right, in you go, skeleton. Oh no, see, if you weren't here, I'd have probably just like killed these polar bears to get rid of them because they'd be in the way. But now like you're all here, I'm gonna be judged. Everyone telling me that May has moved. Does that mean that it's rice bone time? Excuse me, Squishy, do you mind if I just grab this rice bone? See if I just hold it up like this without saying anything. See how long it takes for her to realise. Oh, not very long. Not very long. May, come on, come here. Sit. Good girl. Everyone, look how gently she takes the rice bone. You're never going to see a more gentle dog. It's so funny because Alex is so the absolute opposite. Like literally, we have to say to Alex, we have to go gentle, gentle. We have to be careful because otherwise she'll just like bite our fingers off, just like going crazy at it. Yeah. Such a good girl. Oh, has the lag come back? Right, before we get in the gameplay, then let me say thank you to a few more donations. So I hope as long as you can hear me. Too much for now. Thank you so much to Tay Gonzalez, who says, I love the videos, to my favourite YouTuber. Thank you so much. Oh, hello, Rocky. Welcome to the stream. Oh, and he's got a suggestion. Maybe have the skeletons shoot buttons. Also, hi, May. For a second, I thought you were saying, like, they would shoot buttons, as not shoot at buttons. But yeah, I will explain about what my initial ideas are for using the skeletons. Thank you also once again to Josh Phillips, who says I would stay when I'm tired. It's 1 a.m. Right? I know you're in Australia, aren't you? You can go to bed now. You have my permission. Thank you to PLN, who says you were a huge part of my childhood. Thank you. Thank you also to Julian, and also to Samuel once again, who says hey Sappy, I can already tell I'm going to enjoy these types of Minecraft streams. Oh, that's good. Thank you for making my Friday my absolute favorite YouTuber. Yeah, I hope these are a little bit fun. Hopefully the lag stops. If it keeps lagging, I can maybe go check that nothing else is using the internet anywhere else. Hopefully it's just like a spike and it will sort itself out. Thank you also to Ghost Rider Let's Play, who says Minecraft question. Would you rather have a land with few resources or a land with diamonds and dogs? See, the thing is, if you just had diamonds and dogs, you wouldn't have any pork chops because you wouldn't have any pigs, so you couldn't tame the dogs. So I'd rather go for a few resources is what I'll go for. Thank you also to Steffler Games, who says I've been watching Lovely World since episode 50. And Yoshi, who says, you raised over 10 million children. You are a king. And Dara Shannon as well. Thank you all so much. Right, what's the situation with the old connection? It's looking like it's kind of smoothed out a little bit on my end. How's it all looking for you? Often it stays lagging from oh no, it just messed up then, didn't it? It just messed up. Right, I'll be back in just 1 second. Let me make sure nothing's like downloading in the background anywhere else, just to see if there is anything that I can do to sort it out. Okay. How's it looking? Is this smooth? Is this looking okay now? I'm not gonna do that weird lag dance that got turned into a GIF. There's a time it was like really lagging and it kept just doing freeze frames. So I just danced around like crazy. And then now all of my mods on our Discord always said that to me as a GIF. And I hate it, so I'm not doing my embarrassing dance anymore. It's smooth, says Cake Man. Oh, Dylan asks, where's the famous black dot? The smudge is gone. For those that don't know, there was a little smudge that was like here. It was from this artwork here. It was like an error. There was a little smudge that was here, and it really annoyed me, but I've got rid of it now. The famous smudge has gone on. I messaged Ollie who did it, and he was like, "Yeah, that's my bad. I can fix it for you." And I was like, "No, it's all right. I've done it." Oh dear. Okay, so it looks like it's sorted itself out. I didn't do anything. I just checked that Squishy wasn't downloading anything, and she wasn't. I checked the Xbox wasn't. Like the problem is my Xbox. It kept trying to like turn itself on and start downloading stuff, and I think I've set it now so it can't do that. There's so many times it'd be like, "Hey, I'm gonna just download this like 50 gig update for a game you never played." And it's like, "No, it's okay. You can just. I turned you off. You can just stay off now." So I think it's I think that had messed me up in the past, but luckily it's okay now. Right then, let's actually work something out. So for skeletons, oh no, let me tell you something else. But this is relevant to what we're actually meant to be doing here. I promise we are going to get started with this. So in a future Lovely World video, which you are yet to see, I build a path using a bunch of campfires, just because it's a pretty cool way to do a path. Yeah, we had I was building throughout the night. And I used, obviously, I should probably explain. I did a bunch of campfires, but I had like the campfires not lit. It wasn't like an endurance challenge to walk across this path. It just makes a pretty cool effect. And here's a nice tip for you. You can use a bunch of campfires as a path. Obviously, they kind of count as half slabs. So you could go like, have all of them in a row and then have them lead to half slabs. Or, obviously, like they can kind of count as steps. So it could be something like that, where like you're walking along like this and then you kind of stay at the same level. Or if you did a bunch of blocks like this, you would walk up onto it without needing to jump because they work as half slabs. So yeah, that was just a pretty cool way to do a bridge. Like yeah, like do like a drawbridge, or it's just quite a cool style. But anyway, we were building throughout the night, and I woke up in the morning and I realized that one of them was lit. And they were definitely all off. And I asked Fizzy, who was with me, and I said, "Did you light it?" And he said no, and I believe him. But then I also realized that next to it, there were two little chunks of rotten flesh. And I was like, I see what's happened here. The story unraveled itself in my brain. And I realized that during the night, a zombie must have wandered. It was only 1 block wide, the path. A zombie must have wandered onto it. And oh, wait a... Look, if you set yourself on fire, then you can run. And right, okay, let me finish the story. So yeah, a zombie went onto it, it became day, the zombie got set on fire, burnt to death, and then lit the campfires. I did not realize you could like draw like a part. Okay, well, let me try this again. Let me try some survival and see how much that hurts me. Because I had an idea of it could be like, because randomness is quite hard to do in Minecraft. But if you had like a bunch of mobs, for example, skeletons, because you had a mob spawner, and you let them loose in a room, yeah, then either open up the window or have it do it at night and then sleep so it becomes day, then they all burn. They would leave like a random pattern. And I don't know what we'd do with that, but that in itself is kind of a start of an idea. But I wonder if it could be, rather than the skeletons be on fire, it could be us on fire. Because the thing is, I'm not sure if there's like a good way to like wrangle the skeletons, like to get the skeletons how you want. Because it could be a case where like everyone starts on one side of a room, the skeletons get released, and then they all kind of spread their fire. And you need to get from one side of the room to the other, basically dodging through the fire. But it's like, essentially it's making a randomly generated maze. But it would be very punishing if you get set on fire, because we could do it so you have a poison potion. So that way you only have half a heart. You're also reminding me that I should probably set my spawn very close by. Yeah, so if you only had half a heart when you go in, then that means if you just touch any of the fire, you're dead. So it means that like you can't actually go and run for it. Where are beds? Why do they have the white bed as the default one there when they have like the red one as the default one up there? Bizarre. Yeah. So let me try and just have me on fire running through, because that was just cool as well. Like, because you can imagine it's like a game of tag. So like there's one person like on fire, and then like someone else not on fire. Like the person, so this person's on fire, this person's not. Like they're running. This person needs to tag them. So maybe this person only has half a heart. They need to tap them to kill them to win. But this person can also be on fire with fire resistance, leaving a trail of fire behind them. And so this person's trying to catch them, but avoiding the trail of fire. That could work. Then another idea I had, which is completely separate to like the fire aspect of the game, because these could be two different games here. There's potential that could be a game, because that could be a game just nothing to do with skeletons, obviously. And then the skeleton game, obviously the other unique thing about skeletons is they shoot arrows. So it could be a case where like the skeleton spawn is here. The skeletons, God, look how dirty the back of this I've had. Like this whiteboard for I don't know, it's got to be at least 7 years or something. So everyone always wants to ask me about my setup, and everyone always asks me about like, oh, what computer do you have? A powerful computer? What do you have a good camera? Like they ask all of like this expensive equipment. Like, oh, what microphone do you have? Do you have an expensive microphone? The two things, in my office that are most used and most valued to me are this whiteboard, which has been used endlessly. Already ate this bit of string, so it kind of dangles down, which is annoying. But this has been like every Lovely World video I've done since I bought this whiteboard, this has been used for it, and just anything else. And then this little thing as well, which is a little like fidget cube thing, which I just play with all of the time. And if I didn't have, I think I'd probably go a little bit mad or end up just fiddling with something else and breaking it. These are the two most valuable pieces of equipment that I have in my office compared to everything else. Anyway, so the other idea I had was the skeletons would spawn up here, they would drop down, and then this would be just a 1 block wide bridge, but they'd all stay on the bridge or be like held in on the bridge. So there'd be all skeletons along here like this, and then you would be on like the say 4 other players would be on another like 1 block wide bridge on the other side, and they'd all be standing up there. Then obviously the skeletons would be shooting at them, and then you need to dodge. Then if you get hit, you get knocked down, and you're trying to be the last one standing. It could also be that the skeletons drop down and they like land in minecarts that are going back and forth. So let's do a little practice of this, because it's always good if you like a lot of the time if you end up just starting to build one of these mock-ups, you kind of realize like there's like something you didn't think about, which is either like good or bad. Some people saying that it's spleef. But it's not so much like spleef, because you're not really doing anything to knock the other players down. You're just dodging. What it is like is there's a mini game I've got where you both drop down on platforms and you shoot arrows at each other to knock each other down. Does anyone know the name of it? I saw Danny's in the chat, and I feel like Danny would be a great person to know the name of it. Danny, do you know, or anyone else? Does anyone know the name of the minigame I'm talking about? So the one thing that put me off this idea is it did sound very similar to it. Dodge and drop, that's what it's called. Thank you, Danny. You don't know, Danny is the main builder for Stampy's Lovelier World. So if any of you have been watching those videos and enjoyed seeing that world, there is Danny. So if you have any questions for him in the chat or just want to say like awesome world, then feel free to do that. Yeah, and they're all up for now. So obviously he hasn't completely finished doing my lovely world, the fun land, because he's so lazy. They're only joking, just because of what he's doing is mad. But yeah, hopefully when he's added some more of the mini games and stuff, I'll come back in and check it out. Like one of the things we were laughing at is it's really hard for him to finish it, because like I'm building more stuff now. so like he can like try and get like completely up to date with everything that I've done, but then I build something new and it's like immediately out of date. But there was obviously a long gap where I wasn't building anything, so now he's got his work cut out for him a little bit more again. Thank you to Frankie, who says, school is cool, but no Stampy makes me cranky. Great little poem. Thank you to Santi, as well as Random Content, who says, are you a cat or a dog person? I guess, like, I am a cat person, because I'm Stampy Cat, but I like dogs, so I guess I'm a cat-dog person. Or a dog-cat person? No, cat-dog person. That seems to make the most sense. El Robo says, what whiteboard do you have? Well, this is the NVIDIA Whiteboard Deluxe with ray tracing. It's got 19 teraflops, but you've got to write it down. It has whatever you like. If I write down, I don't know how to spell teraflops, I'm just going to do TF. 19 teraflops. I just recently upgraded from an old A5 whiteboard to an A4 whiteboard. Top of the line, top quality. Yeah. Thank you to Kane, who says, both my little sisters love your content. You have made an amazing impact on my 15-year-old sis Mori and my 6-year-old sis P. We hope to see more amazing content. Oh, thank you so much, and hello to everyone. I don't know if you're all there watching right now, but hopefully you are. Thank you also to Miles, who says, you were a huge part of my childhood. I literally dressed up as you for Halloween a while back. Thank you. That is awesome. I always loved seeing the all of the amazing Halloween decorations that everyone had and all their costumes. Right, let's test this out. So if everyone just joining, I'm trying to work out a new mini game, which is probably going to involve skeletons. One of the other things I need to remember is that it's the mob spawner is 4 blocks under the ground, and obviously I could build like the whole game as like a basement game that could even like make its way into the theme somehow. But I could also maybe have the skeletons getting lifted up by like water or something. So will they spawn? What like mode am I in? Oh, you're gonna see me struggling with bedrock menus now. Oh, difficulty easy. Is it because it's in the day, I guess? Obviously it's because it's in the day. Have I played Minecraft? Oh, always day is on. Skeletons burn. Yeah, so if we did this game, we'd have to do it. It would be covered. We would obviously make sure they wouldn't be burning. I guess I should build like a roof for them for now. Actually, I guess if I just set it to like night, then it'll be fine. Yeah, I'm still not the best at the bedrock menu, so you're gonna have to bear with me a little bit. Thank you to Mikey, who says, thanks for being part of my childhood, as well as Pro Gamer, who says, hey Stampy, me and my friend love you so much. My friend even named his dog Barnaby. That is awesome. I really hope that I've like caused a spike in dogs being called Barnaby and cats being called Stampy, and there's just like a generation of Stampy cats and Barnaby dogs out there. That would be my most lasting legacy. Samuel says, what if the skeletons were shooting through a wall of lava with the player dodging with half a heart with a campfire flower? Oh, floor, that's meant to be. I think that was a typo. That really confused me for a second. So if they're going shooting through lava, obviously you wouldn't be able to see the arrows and they'd be on fire. And oh yeah, they kind of spawn all over the place, don't they? Okay, so we need, look at that. They all completely like spawned in a circle around where I wanted them to be. This is why we test this stuff. Do you want to see like how like accurate? Oh, there we go. We got one in. We got one in. So obviously it could be a case where it's just one shooting, but like it's nice because it'd be so easy to like step up the difficulty for this game, because I can just see how easy is it to dodge with like one skeleton. If it's too easy, I can add another skeleton. If that's too easy, I can add a third and kind of keep on going like that. If I do, excuse me. If I just did it so it's just those 2 holes open, I guess they'd have like nowhere else to spawn, so they'd have to spawn in there. If I just fill all of this in. Do a memory game with campfires, says Matthias. That would actually work really well because they're like something you can switch on and off. But it's actually something that I hadn't really thought about, but I realized when I was touring Stampy's Lovelier World, is that I've done quite a few memory games because I did the oh, I forgot the name of it in the video as well. The game with the big star, the one where it's like a red carpet and stuff. A Fashion Sense, I think it's called. I did that game, and then Investigator as well. I've already done a few memory games, so I probably won't do any more memory games. But like, yeah, a memory game with campfires would work really well if someone wants to steal that idea. You can go for it. Where did they spawn? Do they spawn in the outside? Is this not thick enough? Thank you to Hollow Spring, who says, 5 years later and you're still the most entertaining YouTuber to me. Thank you so much for the memories you put in my childhood. Oh, thank you so much. Glad you're still enjoying the videos and streams. Hello as well to Coxie Does Art again. Says, hi Stampy, I drew some fan art for you on Twitter. I tagged you on it. My user is Coxie132. Thank you for your amazing childhood. Thank you for your creativity. Oh, awesome. I'll check that out after the stream. Oh, well, mobs can't spawn because there's just one block. Oh, I guess they probably need to spawn on a block and then drop. Is that the way it works? Or do I need to just make it a bit wider? Maybe if I go like that. So yeah, if it's like that, are they going to start dropping out? Well, I guess we have one in there for now anyway. Oh, there we go. That seems to work. Let's put a minecart for them as well. And then what we could do is have like a redstone lamp that you switch on and off. Because I believe if we have a redstone lamp right on top of where they are, you could switch it on and off and that would stop them spawning. So you could turn it on, get all of the ones that you need, and then switch it back off when there's too many. Which I think is what we did with the game that used the zombie spawner. But I can't actually quite remember. Okay, so say if that's there, let me build a platform like here, and let's see how much that skeleton will shoot me and how easy it is for me to dodge. Should probably get rid of all of the the other skeletons first while we're here. Let's just set it to peaceful. Poof, and now they're all gone, and then I can set it back. Yeah, because the thing is, all the other ones are going to drop. I should probably just add like lava underneath for now, so all of the ovens that drop down are just going to like just burn. Still learning my way around these menus, as you can see. Oh, if you like horses, maybe look away. Look away now. Sorry, Stampy's kind of a bit brutal in his sketchbook world, as you can see. Oh yeah, and I've got to turn this off as well, don't I? So there we go. We just wait till we get. Oh, there we go. They drop down straight away. Then we should get another one drop down. This is working out. Thank you to Lou Parker, who says series. That was the series with Squid where I was making him say it all the time. That's all I have to say. Oh, P.S. Thank you for being a Tickety-Tock legend. If you didn't know, I am now on Tickety-Tock. Real Stampy Cat, if you want to follow me on a Tickety-Tock. Nearly got 2 million followers on Tickety-Tock, so I'm officially a TikTok star now, which I'm very proud of. Always been my #1 goal in life. Oh, all right, we're good. We're good, right. We can turn that back off. Casual Saturn says, will you tour Shady Oaks for a day, maybe? Well, no, because I'm just nothing to do with Shady Oaks, so it's it'd be weird me like going and touring it. Like I haven't like had a chance to like see any of it or anything yet, so. Shout out to Simsy1057, and oh, Izzy's the artist has a skeleton idea. Do a game where there are 4 sides and you use pistons to try and get skeletons down in your pit. You lure them in. 1 point for skeletons, 2 points for skeletons with armor or an enchanted bow. So that, it's funny, that's a good idea, but I've kind of done it a little bit, but with zombies. So not Folly in the same way. Let me just show it for you, for those that haven't seen. Oh, FPS says, how old are you now? 22. I'm 22 years old now, so getting pretty old. Oh, well, be careful of spoilers. I don't think there's spoilers. I'm keeping an eye out, though, in case you see anything that I haven't shown you yet. But yeah, this game. So this is my game. Imagine that's a zombie spawner. The zombies would spawn there. And then, yeah, there'd be snow golems in these minecarts. And then as I'd step on here, it would open. And then they would throw snowballs at the zombies. And you'd have to try and knock them down into these pits. And you'd get points. So I know it's not exactly the same idea that you suggested. But it's like really, really similar. Like similar enough to the point where I'd want to do something a little bit different. But yeah, obviously I like the idea because I did it. yeah. Thank you to Daria, who says, you helped raise me and my friends. I'm so glad you're in my childhood. As well as Alex Woody, who says, you changed my life. I'm 15 and I've watched you since I was 9. Thank you so much. You were living on my heart. You're an amazing and changed life. Oh, thank you so much. Erin says, hey, TikTok King. Do you know what Dairy Queen is yet? Kinda, like everyone's told me it's like, oh no, what happened here? Oh, is it? Oh, a cow died. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, everyone said it's like a place in America. I think it's like an ice cream place. But the original Dairy Queen in my heart will always be in Quest. Samuel says, could an Easter special building time be a thing? Also, went back and watched all the old Mac podcasts. Congratulations on the sensational TikTok. Yeah. We have no plans to do any more building times. I think if we were to do any more, they would be like one-off specials. We're not going to do like a full season 2 or anything. So it's definitely a possibility, but I'd say probably like less likely than is likely, if that makes sense, you know? Not likely is probably a like a more human way of putting that. Shout out to A-Bit Shifty, who said a really lovely message, but you didn't say your son's name. But they said, my son loves you, Stampy. He turned 7 today. Please wish him a happy birthday. Thank you so much. I would love to wish him a happy birthday. Right, happy birthday to a bit shifty's son. Oh, it's Emery. Emery, his name. Okay, he messaged again and said his name's Emery. Happy birthday, Emery. Hope you have an amazing 7th birthday. You saved yourself there. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully you get to do something fun today. It's probably a bit of a weird birthday in lockdown, if you are in lockdown. But yeah, hopefully you have a good day, whatever it is you're doing, and get lots of amazing presents. The most important part of birthdays, presents. I'm joking. Right, okay, well let's just try it with one skeleton, because I've been just not doing anything for ages. Right, so if I go to survival, let's see how easily I can dodge these arrows. Oh, oh no, this is extra dangerous. Oh, there's a fat Ah, no, I'm gonna die. Ah, it's not gonna let me sleep either, is it? Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, now the skeleton's shooting me. Is it letting me sleep? No way. How is it letting me sleep? I'll build a mansion somewhere with like 5 block thick walls, and I'll try to go and sleep, and it'll be like, there's monsters nearby. And then here, I'm like literally being attacked, and then it lets me sleep straight away. Well, that was like a great set of failures. Maybe I should give myself something to eat as well. Maybe some armor. That was pretty amazing though. And those are the, I guess I'll give myself some netherite armor. Let's be proper fancy, shall we? Yeah, those are the kind of moments when I did like the video versions of these behind the scenes. Those were the sort of moments that would never get captured before, so I'm glad they are now. Let's give myself some food as well. Right. Let's try it with one skeleton again. I might give the thing is, it's very hard when you're just dodging back and forth anyway on one block. I think that might be okay. I think it being difficult isn't such a big problem. Everyone laughing because of all of my cakes up and down. Right, so let's go to survival again. Like, is it like what I want to see is it possible to dodge the arrows? Is it going to be just down to luck and like the arrow misses you, or can you like see an arrow coming and have time to dodge it? I think the skeleton going in the minecart is really like messing up its aim. I think maybe I'm like too close. That I feel like if that arrow is gonna hit me, it's gonna. Oh, it didn't even knock me off. Is that because of does Netherite armor have any like stopping of knockback? Why is it not knocking me back? Let me take the armor off. Oh, whoa, does it actually stop me? Does it give me stops me knocking back? Netherite stops knockback. That is something I probably should have known. Okay, let's set it. Settings, game, creative. Okay, we're good. We're safe again. Okay, that's all right then. So I was thinking it just wasn't knocking me back for some reason. What about diamond? Doesn't stop knockback, does it? Thank you to Olivia. He says, will you do any challenges with Squid? We don't have any planned at the moment, I'm afraid to say. Oh, hello to Mikio and Kenzo. He says, minigames are looking fun. Just wondered if you're a Star Wars fan. Wishing you a good and fun weekend ahead. Like, I'm like a, like I am. But like, I always feel like scared of saying that. Because there's some people that are like a fan of a thing. And then there's some people that are like a fan of a thing, you know, like next level. Like I'm a fan of like Star Wars in terms of like I think they're all right and I've enjoyed watching them and I didn't like dislike them. Actually, no, that makes it sound like I didn't like them. Like, yeah, I enjoyed Star Wars, but like if you try to tell me like to name any of the planets or any of the alien races or any of the ships or anything, I'll be like, I don't know. Oh, Millennium Falcon. There we go. There's one I know. So I'm kind of a Star Wars fan, but not a big one, I guess. Although we have recently been playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 a little bit. See, this isn't feeling fun. This is I feel like I'm not making the most of the skeletons. You know what? I'm kind of tempted to go back to just playing with this. I feel like it could be I like the idea of running through these with fire resistance and like leaving a trail. Because it's just like a cool effect. It's almost like that those Frostwalker boots, the game I did with that, where like you're running and you leave the trail. I like the idea of like, I always like the idea when it's one mechanic, but it's having two effects, if that makes sense. So like, if you're, I know it's just literally just running, but I like the idea of me running, I have a goal for like a destination I want to go and a reason for running in that direction, but I'm also bearing in mind of the trail I'm leaving behind me. So I'm getting to where I want to go, but also blocking off other people. It could be like, you know that that game that was in Tron where there's like the motorbikes and they're driving and they leave like a trail behind them and then the other one's got to like bang into them, like light bikes. What's that game called? Does anyone know what that is? See, look at this. See the skeleton, they walk on it and then they set it on fire, because that was the other option. Is if I had the mob spawner and use it as a random maze generator. The only problem with that is it would be like properly random. Oh god, no one knows what I'm talking about. Did I give like too weird of a res? They're not trying. Like it's a game. Like it's in Tron, but they're like called like, is it like light cycles or something? How does no one know? I know the film's called Tron, but then there's like a game of it as well, and then they call it something in Tron, right? Tron motorbike thing. If I search Tron motorbike thing, let's see what it says. Oh, the Tron motorbike is real and street legal, apparently. What are the bikes in Tron called? A light cycle. It is. It's a light cycle. I said light cycle. Like a light cycle. Actually, it wouldn't be very much like a light cycle, to be honest, with all the time I spent giving that example. So, let's say this is my very small maze here. I'd have a fire resistance potion. I don't think I've actually used a fire resistance potion in a minigame. So this is what happens a lot. Is I'll have an idea of like, right, I'm going to build a minigame that uses skeletons. Yeah, and then while playing around with that, I'll discover something else, another mechanic, and then I'll just end up just completely forgetting the other one and going in a very different direction. That happens probably like 25% of the time when I go to design things. Like sometimes like the initial idea is like works out enough that I can just keep doing it. But a lot of the time, the design changes like pretty drastically. So let's say this is the entrance here. We'd have one campfire there, and I'm just going to put a so that could be lava or something as well, or maybe you could drop. And a cool way to do it is if it's all the campfires and you drop. So at this point I don't even know what the game's going to be. I don't know what the goal's going to be. I don't know what the I guess the only way to say it is the conflict. Like, what is the challenge going to be? But I'm just kind of working out with how the mechanics work. So say this was the entrance, and I want to get to, like, the other side. I can run. And, oh, because I had the fire resistance, I don't even get set fire on the first place? I kind of want to be like, I'm on fire, and it's not hurting me. But I stay on fire. I guess lava would be the same as soon as I get out. Oh, I don't even like... You used to have like fire come up like while you're in it, but it doesn't anymore. Oh, why? It says, does the fire just... It just doesn't do anything. Campfires don't say... No, campfires set you on fire, but it's... I think it's just because of the fire resistance potion, right? So you used to, is it a bedrock thing? Because you used to like stay burning, but it wouldn't hurt you. Is it because I'm in creative? Actually, let's test it with this. Oh. Yes, I now have facial hair. It's still not doing it. Am I? Survival, easy. I'm in survival now. Why is it? Because normally all the flames would be going on me, right? Now everyone's saying like, oh. Now everyone's as confused as I am. Oh, that's new, Badger says. Drink milk. If I drank milk, it would just get rid of the fire resistance potion. I want to make sure I don't get hurt, but I stay on fire. Now I'm confused. Is that just like a... Let me go and test. Oh, I'm not on oh, I just went to go and test quick whether it did it on like console edition, but then I realized that I'm on PC, I'm not on my Xbox. It's probably a bug. Bedrock glitch. Could someone do a little quick test just to make sure that, yeah, anyone who's on like a Bedrock version, try and maybe test it, and maybe someone on Java or console edition just to see whether it's only on this version. Have we found a bug? Right, so obviously if I got my diamond armor and I just get a bit burnt, I can, like, I'll survive it all right. So I can still kind of keep testing it. So look, I can just leave a trail. See, that is cool, isn't it? There's got to be a minigame. where it's like you're blocking people off with the fire. So like what my first thought here, it's working on console, people are saying, and it works on Java. So it's just on Bedrock. Bedrock! Why'd you do this? Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like we can, hopefully it's a bug that gets patched. If not, we could just have like and you know, we could just try and survive. Oh well, Robo says it works on console as well. Thank you to the Great Low Rate. It says, can you say hi to Cactus Clan? I can. Hello, Cactus Clan. Thank you so much for watching. RJS Games says, yo, you could do spleef with fire, which sounds very dangerous. Maybe not any more dangerous than what I'm doing already. Happy birthday as well to Tyler. Thank you also to It's MC and Blue Mugs for the donations. Yeah, so what my first thought here is if it's a game where you're trying to like block someone off with this, what you got to do is make sure that there's not just one best way to do it. You got to make sure that like each round is interesting. So whenever you're doing a game like this, you want to make sure how like you okay, it's gonna be really hard to explain, but you need to make sure that like there's player and player interaction from like the beginning. Because if it's something where like I am just completely setting something up and then the other person's trying to do something, if there's like a best way to set it up, you're going to set it up the exact way every time. But if it's some sort of back and forth between players, or maybe like the position that one other player is going to start from affects things, and it adds either a bit of randomness or like back and forth mind games, like a bit of mental chess, then that's a way how it can stay interesting, and there can't just always be one best way to do it. Because if there's all just one best way to do it, or it doesn't matter what you do, then you're not thinking about what you're doing and you kind of just go through the motions, and then it just, even though you're playing with fire, it gets boring like really, really quickly. And so that's just my worry. Like, as cool as this mechanic is where I'm leaving a trail of fire behind me, how is it gonna like stay dynamic enough that it will be fun every time we do the game, and every game just doesn't end up being the same? I do like the way that like mobs can add a bit of randomness to it though. Obviously we probably wouldn't be like bringing cows in to spread it around like that, but it is funny. Okay, let's let me so what I normally do at this point is, I'm not very good this is going to sound like a joke, but this is literally what it is. I'm not very good at thinking. I'm not very good at just thinking about what it would be. I kind of have to start building something out to then get an idea. So what I'm thinking of, we go classic Stampy minigame style. There's 4 teams, 4 different colors. This is not a game we want to be building out of wool. Where's concrete? Oh, here's concrete. So we got the orange team, we got the yellow team, we got the blue team, and the pink team. Okay. Everyone wants to light their color campfire, which will be raised. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I think it was here. And then let me just do a random guess there. Oh, is that good? Perfect. Yeah, so everyone wants to light their campfire, and I guess are trying to see, the problem is, it's if everyone's on fire doing the whole fire thing, what does it matter about going through someone else's fire? Because my first thought is, if everyone went into the game, apart from the person on fire, with half a heart, it would mean if you touch the fire, you're dead. Unless what the goal isn't to light the campfire, but to stand on the campfire without setting it off. So maybe it doesn't matter about the damage you take from the fire. It's just, if you're on fire, you're going to set off the campfire. So what if the goal is, I'm on the blue team, I need to get to that campfire without being on fire. So I need to run, and I'm not even going to be able to get on it, am I? Let me up. Let me up, let me up. Yeah, let me surround that with half slabs. So I need to get on that campfire without being on fire. But then obviously there's fire all over the place. So I wonder if it could be a case where rather than there being 4 teams, there's 3 teams and then 1 player who is the like the blocker. So maybe like imagine there's just 3 of these. The blocker drops, so they start up here, they drop through lava to be set on fire. They're now in the middle. Everyone else is running around to try and get onto their campfires. I am trying to block them all off. Okay, so the problem is, so say if there was only like 1 goal for each person, then that means that like the person on fire could just run in a circle around it and completely block it off so they could never use it. So what if, this is it. Okay, no, we're getting down to it. There aren't specific goals for each team. So say if I'm on the blue team, there's not specific ones I need to go to, but there are barrels in the ceiling. So let's say if there was a barrel up here, which you could only reach by standing on the campfire. So, okay, this needs to be higher. I think like 2 blocks higher. So yeah, I couldn't reach that from here. So to reach this barrel, I need to go on here and jump up to open it. And I need to collect an item. I need to collect sea pickles. Okay, so the player with the most sea pickles wins, or whatever the MacGuffin ends up being. We're going to collect a MacGuffin. In this case, it's sea pickles. So there's a sea pickle in each of these barrels. Could also be a dispenser that... it could even be a case where I'm not even collecting anything in the game, but I'm pressing a button and that drops a sea pickle into like my base or something. So I'm running around. I need to go and just jump up to collect these. It would also be great if it's like it marks once I've collected it. So maybe it could be a case. Yeah, I'm really liking the idea of the button, but it would have to be like, there'd have to be like 3 buttons, wouldn't there? Because you press the button for the one that you want, or maybe pull a lever, and then that would dispense the sea pickle. Oh dear. See, the problem with this is I end up building out of just some random block or just using any old random thing, but then I end up kind of getting attached to it. So I'm kind of joking now saying that it's the sea pickle, but then it will probably end up actually being sea pickles. So if there's like 3 redstone lamps along like that, so I need to step up on here and then switch that on. Switch whichever lever is mine. And these could be more spread out, but basically I need to make it so it's clear. Like say if it's the 3 different colors for the different teams. Let's say it was red, blue, and green, whatever. Like these would be like that. And like that. So I'd come up here and I'd jump up and then I would pull the lever. And then so say if I'm on the blue team, that would drop like a sea pickle into my base, and that would be 1 point. So I'm trying to pull as many of those levers, but if this campfire is lit, I'm not allowed to go on it, essentially. It could be a case where if you get... This is it! Okay, this is it. So if you get set on fire, you're out in terms of pulling the levers. You're not allowed to pull any of the levers, but you kind of become another one of the blockers. So it starts off, everyone's just running around trying to pull the levers. There's 1 person setting off the fires. If you get set on fire, you then become another one of the people doing the fire to try and stop the other people. Because not only is that like fun and then you can like carry on playing, it also like it motivates you because you have to do it, because you want to be because you're trying to get as many points as you can, but it benefits you to stop them getting points. Because say if you pulled 2 levers, you got 2 points, and you know that old William Beaver's over there and he's about to pull his 3rd lever, you want to really go after William Beaver and set him on fire so he can't get his 3rd sea pickle. You see? You see, pickle? Oh, we're onto something here now, I think. So, let's look at it. So this was the dimensions for the skeleton thing. I think let's just ignore this. Like, skeletons are done for now. We'll come back to that. There's actually been many times I've gone to try and design a game with the skeleton mob spawner, but I made a mistake and thought it was a spider spawner before we started the stream. So what I'll often do now, rather than building it out, is kind of draw like a rough design. So seen as like, because you've got to remember with my mini games, they're always designed for like 4 people, and that will either be like 1 person against 3, it will be a 2v2, it will be like a free-for-all, like, you know, like 1 versus 1 versus 1 versus 1. Or sometimes it will be like just a 1v1 game and then I can do a tournament. Because with these mini games, I've got to always be not just thinking about making like what will hopefully be a fun mini game. It's got to be a fun mini game that will make a good, lovely world video. Because that's what all of this is going for in the end. So when I'm building the game, I've got to think about, is building the game going to be entertaining enough? Is it just some giant thing that's going to be boring? Do I teach any interesting mechanics in it? Is it too complicated to build in a video? Like, I got to bear all of that in mind. And then for the game itself, I need to make sure it's a game which is easy enough to understand. No verbal communication needed. So like, I always liked doing social deduction games. I guess Among Us is probably now a good touchstone for a lot of people for what a social deduction game is. So there was like that fishy game I did, and that was my attempt to do a social deduction game where you can't talk. Like, imagine trying to make a game like Among Us where you can't talk to people. So like, I always gotta like bear that in mind. So obviously, because there's going to be 3 people, I guess the layout makes sense to be a triangle. So imagine then, well, you know, it doesn't connect. There's going to be loads of them. It can just be like a grid. I like the idea of the fire person dropping right into the middle. But I guess the game could kind of be a triangle because everyone else could start at like each point of the triangle. So let me build like draw a triangle. There's my triangle. So this would be like start point, start point, start point. And then the fire person would drop down through the middle. I think I've just drawn the Illuminati. And then there'd be like a grid of the things that you collect. And you can actually fit Minecraft stuff into triangles pretty nicely. Then there'd be like a base where everyone's sea pickles would be collected. So right, for everyone just joining us, or those that didn't fully understand what the idea is at the moment, this is kind of what we have so far. Actually, if I do it here, this is kind of where my little zoom in cam is. So the S's are where like the players would start. So it's 3 players in each round. The fire person is the person like would take turns who's the fire person. But I think if we did like 4 rounds, we just add up the points for each round. So everyone's the fire person once, it would make it fair. So everyone would start off here. They need to run in. All of these little dots are basically where there'd be the platforms with the raised campfires on. The whole floor would be campfires, and you'll need to jump up to pull the lever to like dispense something into your zone. The person on fire would drop down right through the middle here, and they would just target whoever they want, maybe just try and like completely block off a few of them, and so you're running around trying to dodge them. So you see here what I was saying earlier about immediately it needs to be like player versus player, like mind versus mind, you know, and that's how it will be straight away, especially if we're doing like one game is 4 rounds, because you could know after 2 rounds, oh wait a minute, Polly Reindeer did 2, you know, really good rounds in a row. Maybe I'm going to target Polly Reindeer to give myself a best chance to win. That stuff's always great. Great for videos and just great for games anyway. So where I'm seeing the big problems at the moment is actually the very simple mechanic side of it, because there needs to be loads of these little dots, because like some of these areas are going to get completely blocked off by fire, because say this fire person drops down here, if they just go like that, this entire area is like blocked off, and so none of those can be pulled. So we need enough of them to make sure that you always have a good chance to pull a few of them. So I need to make it so that every single one of these dots links up redstone to all 3 bases. See, that doesn't sound plausible to me. Like, there would be a way to do that, but whenever there's something like that which just seems way too complicated, there's usually like a more streamlined way to do it. And the reason I moved towards the idea of pulling the levers is because I really want you to see which ones have been collected and which haven't. If I went back to the barrel idea, it would completely streamline the game, and make it a million times easier to build. But it's just a bit clunkier. I always don't like it when you have to go into Minecraft menus in mini games. I always like it as much as it can be just to be you're playing the game. And even if it's super quick with a barrel, like if I'm opening the barrel like this and I got to grab the thing out, I've got to go say if I'm collecting diamond hats, I have to go in and grab the diamond hat out and then go away. I just hate that. I hate the skill being about how fast you can move through the menus, unless that is all the game is, unless it's turbo types and the whole thing is about how fast you can type. Also, if I did that, there'd have to only be 1 in every single one of the barrels, and after every single game, we'd need to go and reset the game by going and looking through and placing them all back in the barrels, which would be a bit of a chore. Oh, is it lagging? Are we lagging? We might be lagging. Are we lagging? It's weird because I've seen that it's gonna lag, but for the chat it hasn't. You haven't seen it yet because you're delayed. So I'm assuming for me in a few seconds everyone's gonna start saying lag. But it looks like it's sorted itself out yet. Oh, no lag. Oh, was there no lag? Nope, no lag. Yes, lag. Lag a little. Okay, a little bit of lag. So what if you're not collecting anything, but you're just marking it? So let's say, obviously having these right next to each other doesn't work because you'd set the other ones off. So if I jump up here, I'm trying to think of the fairest way. I guess maybe if I do a triangle again. See, this is the thing. If there was 4 people, it would work really nicely. So what if it was I think I've changed what the team colors are every single time, but that's something that doesn't really matter until we yeah. So at this point, I'm really not at all thinking about what the game's going to look like. This is all just about game. It's all gameplay first for the mini games. If I was building a shop, I'd be as much thinking about the mechanics and what it looks like. This, I go all gameplay first and then worry about that. Thank you to Taryn and Jack for watching the stream. Thank you as well to May Bowen, who says, thank you, Savvy, for my childhood. And Cinnamon Toast Cleater says, do you remember FaZe Ray Ray? I do. My original #1 fan. I do remember FaZe Ray Ray. So yeah, what about if instead of collecting up items, you're coming up here and you just pull your color? Oh, you'd need all 4 colors anyway, because you'll need all, even if there's only 3 people playing at the time, obviously you need the game set up for all 4 players. So say if I'm on the purple team, I need to come up here, I pull the purple lever, that does nothing apart from give me a point, and it says that no one else can do this one. So once one of them has been pulled, that means that no one else can do anything on that side. So say I'm the purple team, I run up. So say I'm on the red team, I say, oh, I can't pull that one. Let me go over to this one instead. Then I pull the lever. And then that way, at the end of the game, you don't need to go and like pick up any items or count them out. Because that's another thing. Like, if I was playing with like my friends and I had to collect up items, at the end of the game, I'd just say, how many do you have? And they'd say, I got 5 seed pickles. And I'd say, good for you. But in this, I would need to be like, everyone place it out in item frames or throw them on the floor so I can pick them up and count them because no one else can talk. Shout out to Look, who just farted and shared it with all of us. A lot of people are saying it's gone like out of sync. Like the audio and video. If I like place a block, is that out of sync or is it just my camera? Hopefully it's not too distracting. Shouldn't matter too much for this style of stream anyway, but I can try and sort it out. Yeah, so yeah, you don't need to reset it at all. All you'll need to, oh, it seems fine for some people. Okay, some people are saying it's fine. Maybe try refreshing. It might be on your end. So yeah, all you need to do at the end of the game is go look up at who's got the lamps lit, count up their points, and then just switch the levers off. Oh, okay. I've realised you can. That might be a problem. They're not high enough. So let's go raise these all a little bit higher. I think we're pretty close to getting the mechanics down though. So if I'm here, I think the other thing, oh, could I jump? If you're in survival, can't you reach further? No, sorry, in creative you can reach further, right? Is that a thing? Or maybe not. God, look how long, look how high that is. Yeah, then look at me. Why can I reach that? What? Has anyone realized that in Minecraft, everyone just has the force? Like, I don't know why I'm doing that. Like, I obviously can't reach it. I'm not even close to it. Why does everyone have the force in Minecraft? Like, I get it. Obviously, like, it makes gameplay better. It'd be so annoying if you had to go so close to everything, but it's just one of those things that's kind of become normal and no one thinks are weird anymore. Like the fact that, you know, trees float in the air when you cut them down. There's just so many things that are just such a normal thing in Minecraft that you don't think about until, like, someone who hasn't played Minecraft joins and you're just like, well, of course it's like this, you know? So, oh, can I jump? Oh, I can jump and do it. I need to go even higher. Wasn't even close. Hello to Straighty Lacey. Says, hi, do you know Tentakian? I don't think I know who that is. By the way, I love you. Sorry, I don't think I know what it is. Welcome back to the stream, though. I recognise you. Recognise you from before. Right. Hopefully, I can't reach them. There we go. So what I'm trying to do is make it so you have to jump onto here to be able to reach them. So obviously, you're going to need to have to jump just because otherwise you'll be able to jump and reach them from here. So that's how high they need to be. So this is kind of like setting the height limit of what the game's going to be. Oh, you can reach further in creative. That is a thing. Let me see if I can reach that in survival. Okay, no, it seems to maybe you can reach slightly further, but it seems so. I'm in survival now and I can't reach it from here, so it seems like it's okay. It seems like it was the same actually. I remember that did used to be a thing. Maybe that's another bug or just something that they've updated. Okay, so we need to get to a little bit more of the nitty gritty. The next thing I want to work out is for the player that's on fire. So it's so annoying that on Bedrock at the moment, when you have a fire resistance potion, you don't stay on fire. Is there an enchantment that makes it so fire doesn't hurt you for like armor and stuff. Is that a thing? Does anyone know if that's a thing? Hello, Mr. Tesco Meal Deal, who says, say hi to Lewis. You made my childhood and I've been watching you since day one. Love your vids. Hope you never stop making them. Thank you so much. Fire protection. Everyone's like shouting at me like, obviously. Guys, I know I used to know a lot about Minecraft, but I'm literally a Minecraft noob now. So you have to do things slow with me. So is there an easy way I can just give myself fire protection stuff? I thought in creative mode. Am I in creative mode? Yeah, I thought it just let you do the full enchantment. Oh, does it not do that? So if you have fire protection, does it stop you taking all fire damage, or does it just reduce it? Use a book and anvil. Is there like just a fire protection book here anyway? Where are the books? Maybe if I just search for it. Right, bear with me. Oh, there's my mouse. Right, fire protection free. I guess I want to get a bunch of these. Okay, that's much more than I needed. Yeah, for those just joining, we are playing on PC, but I'm using a controller for the moment. So let's just see if I just do it onto this this helmet. So if I go, well, I'm going to set it back to always day. Now we're now we're not worrying about the skeleton so much. God, I might have to go get a cup of tea in a bit as well. What time is it? Been streaming for an hour and a half. I think I'm due a break. I think we're probably all due a break quite soon. Right, let's wait for the skeletons to burn. Then I'm going to put it into survival. See, this is the thing I hate, is most games, if you're using a controller on a PC game, yeah, when you switch to using the controller, it gets rid of the cursor. And on Minecraft, for some reason, it just doesn't. I always have to like slide it to the side. Then I always knock it and it comes back in, because it always annoys me. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. What was I trying to do? Oh yeah, I was gonna turn it to survival. So what does this do? Okay, so it just hurts me like very, very slightly. Because this is just with the helmet, but level 3 protection. Does it make it so I don't stay on fire for as long? So I really didn't seem to like stay on fire very long. Yeah, it made it so I didn't stay on fire for as long. Let me just double check that. I'm pretty sure it made it go out again. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so roughly 7 seconds. Then with the helmet on. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, bigger. So, okay, fire protection isn't what we need. What we really want is fire resistance, but you stay burning, but it doesn't hurt you. Aaron says backflaps. Loads of people. Snowfee says, never said about my backflaps. Do you like my backflaps, everyone? Shout out to Space Dan. Okay, seeing as some people are saying there's a bit of lag, now might be a good time to have a bit of a break and hope that it sorts itself out. So I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea. I'll be back in like, I don't know, about 10 minutes or so. And then we will carry on where we left up. If you've been sitting down for a long time watching, maybe stand up, have a stretch, have a glass of water if you've not drank anything in a little while. And then we will continue where we left off in a little bit. Only difference is I will be in a slightly better mood because I will be happy with a cup of tea. So right, yeah, back in just a little bit. thank you for your patience. I am back. I have myself a cup of tea. It is far too hot to drink. I felt like I was like acting drinking it because very good, Sarah. I said I'm taking my sweet time. Yeah. Hopefully everything is okay for the lag. Seems to be okay. Seems to have settled down. People have zero patience. I think it's like mainly people that weren't here when I said I'm gonna make tea and they just jump on. They're like, "What is this stream?" when he's just not doing anything. But I mean, like, if you're so busy that you can't wait like 10 minutes for me to make a cup of tea, then maybe you shouldn't be spending your time watching the stream. What are people thinking of like the stream in general so far for this this format? I don't mean like just say like it's good, it's fun, like as in like has anyone got any like I guess constructive criticism? Like, does this work? Like, I just had no idea whether this style of stream would work or like whether it would be like too, I don't know, it's just like not the kind of stream that I would ever normally do, because it's not a stream based on like entertainment. It's a stream based on me like planning something that's meant to be entertaining. So I don't know, maybe it's the sort of thing, maybe if I did it on my second channel, that would be a way where it works out a little bit more. Because I just know that there's always going to be people that are just going to like show up and just be like, play like mini games on a server, or, you know, do actual lovely world, or join this SMP, you know, all of this this same stuff. But maybe I should just ignore that. Maybe that's like fine, and I just need to like not worry about those comments, and it's okay. Funmo says you have a second channel. I do, yeah. So Stampylonghead is my second channel, which is like my original channel. Before we jump in, I want to say thank you to a few people. Thank you to Tara, who says you raised 9 million people. Thank you also to Kidney, who just says hi, Stampy. Thank you as well to Metallica Boy, who says, Stampy, thank you for being a part of my childhood. By the way, which Hogwarts house are you? I'm Hufflepuff. I'm a Ravenclaw, it said when I did the quiz. And I think that about lines up. I think I'm a Ravenclaw. Thank you also to Lunatic, who says, hey, Stampy, been watching you since I was 7. And, Samuel says, have a fire resistance while set on fire. Oh, what you mean? Be set on fire first and then have the fire resistance? That could actually work. Let's go back into the gameplay. Everyone in the chat, let us all know what Hogwarts house are you in? I'm actually kind of curious. I wonder if it's just going to be like all Gryffindor, or whether there's going to be a bit of variety. There'll probably be a bit more variety now I've said that. Are there any Slytherins in the chat? Are they all the trolls or the Slytherins? They're all this. Anyone who disliked the live stream, they're a Slytherin. A lot of mainly Hufflepuff and Gryffindor. I'm seeing a few Ravenclaw, quite a few Ravenclaw. Yeah, it seems like Hufflepuff and Gryffindor are the main ones. Oh, there's a Slytherin. Rise Gaming, he's a Slytherin. Watch out for him. Lou Parker's another Slytherin. Mods, kick him, ban him. Perm ban. Perm ban all the Slytherins. They're up to no good. Right, let's try the let's try that out. Oh, Ting says, did you see my earlier donation? Oh, I don't know if I did. I may have missed it. Sorry, I've been a bit like focused on the game, so I might have missed it. I'm trying to scroll through to see it though. I can't see it. Maybe did it not show up? Oh, there it is. Oh, 9.96 million. I need to hurry up with the congratulations video. Oh, has it got to 6? It must have hit that today, I think. I think it was 9.95 yesterday. So for instead of doing like a normal like special video like I usually do, I'm planning to do a live stream, which there'll be a few special things in it, which I'm not talking about yet. But but then I'll also unbox my play button in it. So it won't happen as soon as I hit 10 million, but probably like quite soon afterwards. Right, so if I get set on fire and then drink... Oh, is it because of my helmet? Oh, am I not in survival? I'm not in survival. Silly boy. But yeah, so when I reach 10 million, if there's not a video up straight away, that's the reason why. So if I drink this, am I going to stay on fire? I am! Genius. Absolutely genius. Perfect. So hopefully it is... Oh, I didn't stay on fire for very long, though. Oh, no. No, sorry. It doesn't work because I won't get lit back on fire. Because one of the important things is if I go out of fire, I need to be able to get back lit on fire to then go and carry on. So what I think I'll do is I'll continue designing it, assuming we can't use any fire resistance potion, and someone's just going to be getting hurt a lot. I mean, they might just have to keep drinking healing potions, you know, just to keep them alive. But yeah, while I was making my tea, I was having a few thoughts, and I realized that we had some kind of like leftover game design from when the game was going to be something different. So if you remember, the game was originally, I had the idea of you got to rush to try and stand on your platform, but you can't stand on it if it's like lit on fire, which was the reason it's raised. I realized none of this, the platforms and it being raised and all of my trying to see whether you can reach the lever, it doesn't matter. Like, why shouldn't you just be able to do the levers from the ground floor? Why do you need to be jumping on platforms? The platforms no longer serve any purpose with what this new version of the game is. So, what I think we can do, which would be really cool, is to kind of just like scatter the ceiling with the redstone lamps. So rather than it needing to be like, here's the area with 4, they can just be spread out evenly throughout the ceiling, and then you just got to go around to the ones that are your color and go and light them, and it doesn't matter about the platform because that doesn't affect anything in the game. That was just, it used to matter, but now it didn't, and I just hadn't bothered changing it. That's the sort of thing you're going to look out for when designing this stuff. So let's say if it was like orange here, if I then did like blue... Wait. Yeah, so say if it was blue here, and then like pink here. Nope. So if that was there, oh, then it would need to go like that. You kind of see what I'm doing? And then, which color? I haven't done yellow. Then yellow would be here. Then let's say it was like orange. So I haven't worked this out exactly. So you have to make sure there's obviously they're evenly spread out and you have the same amount. Actually, would that work out? Because then if it would then be blue here, like that. And then so next to blue, so blue goes to the bottom of yellow. No, so the top of orange, so that would be pink here, like that. Let me see if this just ends up like working it out and like doesn't double up. So yellow. Oh, so I guess it kind of always goes yellow, orange diagonal. Then so I guess it would have to be. Ugh, it's confusing, but you get the idea, right? You get the idea. I think this would be one that would be easier to kind of draw out before actually doing it. But then the levers were all up here like this. Because then that way it very easily marks which one is. You know what might be easier? And actually probably a little bit better, because my only worry with this is that they're too close together and you'll spend so much time just doing this that you wouldn't like. I want it to be much more like you see one and then you want to run it. I just want them to be close enough together that like there's always a bunch quite close around. Turn the game sound up a little bit. I can do that. To be fair, there's not much going on in the game, so you're probably just not hearing much anyway. So what if I did kind of the same sort of thing, but it was boxes? I mean, it would make it wouldn't look as cool, but it would be easier and it would make them more naturally spread out. So if it was like orange, like that. The only thing I've got to remember is I am currently planning to build this in a triangle. Actually, it wouldn't work building it in a triangle because there needs to be all 4 colors. So maybe it would be, doesn't have to be a box, but like a rectangle or like kind of a shape like what I'm thinking now. Is more of like a shape like this. Kind of like a cross. So, oh god, I didn't realize how wonky it was until I lifted it up. Okay, let me try and fix that a little bit. Yeah, so say if it was more of a shape like that, the fire person would still drop down through the middle because you still would have a perfect middle here. Then these would be split up into like 1, 2, 3, 4. So these would be split up into these boxes with these different, yeah, you get the idea, these colors like that with their levers on. And then so you would run around here, because then that would give the opportunity for the fire person to either go after the people, or they could maybe even do like fire across there and they'd cut off that whole section. But you could do that. But then there could be like tunnels. Oh, imagine that. So this is like dead space. There's like no, so these cross sections, there's nothing there. But then these are very thin tunnels. Once again, with the boxes of the levers still on the ceiling, so you can fill them in. So if like the tunnel got blocked off, you could block off both. But it basically means that if this area gets blocked off, there would still be another way for you to go through. But these would be like super like high risk areas. Because if you go through that tunnel and it's basically single file and the fire person's coming towards you, you know, you're basically done for. Bit confusing for me, says Zach. Yeah, I think my drawing's bad. Let me draw. Okay, let me draw this a little bit better. Okay. So, this is what I'm thinking of. Boop. So, fire person drops down in the middle. Everyone else starts from one of these sides. One of them will be empty, obviously, because that would be the side where the fire person would have started from. Unless they do start from that side still. No, because actually, if we're doing 4 rounds, it would end up being balanced. Because even though, like, if the fire person starts here, this person could feel a bit safer. Eventually, everyone would be on fire at some point anyway. So you're always 1 round going to be opposite the fire person. So maybe we could do that and just have a way. Yeah, maybe that would make more sense. Because otherwise this feels a bit weird having one area left open. So everyone starts from one side. One person's on fire. You're going around trying to switch the levers. These are just tunnels, but they also have levers on, but they're just very risky areas to go. So most people probably wouldn't go down these corridors early on in case it's going to be very obvious to get set on fire there. But maybe they wouldn't expect that, so they'd go and do it. Someone would go and like do it anyway. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking for the layout. And then the width of this would be 16 blocks wide here. So it'd be like 16, 16, 16. Then that would be 16 there as well. So that would be 32, 40, 53. So the whole... Yeah, so they'd all be 16, so they fit the box. And then the whole thing would be 53 by 53 blocks, which would hopefully be like not too big that the game is like, because the game's going to start off a bit more boring and then like as it gets like more fire, it will get more and more intense. So hopefully it's going to be big enough that you have like enough room to actually not get caught out straight away, but the rounds won't like last like too long or be too quick. But that's the sort of thing you kind of need to like have a few tester goes to have any real like chance whether that would work or not. So that's like like we're kind of getting into like the general idea of the game. Oh, Squishy joined the game. Hi Squishy, what have you been saying? Ooh, Squishy. I think Squishy's she hasn't been watching the stream, and so she has no idea what any of the game is. Oh wait, is she just lost in the world? Oh, let me teleport you. I can work out how to do it. Hello, Squishy. Hello. You can play my minigame. To be fair, a lot of the time, like so, a lot of the time when I'm designing the minigames, I'll sign in a another account to like test stuff in, like for stuff where I need multiple players. But then when it's like a strategy game, sometimes I need to like test it out with an actual player. So Squishy will often go and jump in to help out. Squishy's stream sniping. Right, Squishy, you can go and have fun building something. Thank you so much to Kidney for the hugely generous donation. You donated earlier as well. Just says for the boys. yeah, very funny. Thank you as well to our Lightning. Welcome back. Would you consider building a dropper minigame in a future video? I've done a dropper minigame. Can't remember what it's called. Danny, are you still here? Do you know the name of my dropper minigame? So the way I did a dropper minigame because is this? I think this might be it here because the thing with dropper minigames is like they're always the same because like if I built a dropper, it would always be the same layout every time. So the way I wanted to do it was to make it so it changes. So what I did is I built a little pool of water and put a pig in it. No. So this was going to be filled with boats. And then the water for this turns on and off around here. I don't know if there's any redstone. Oh, no, there is redstone here. So it's not switched on. But basically this water would go around and it would make all of the boats bounce around. So you would have to like drop down from the top up here and try and land in the water while like dodging like all of the boats on your way down. So that was so that was my version of a dropper minigame in a version that you can like keep repeating it. Oh, it's called Fall for It, Sarah said. Thank you so much. Thank you also to So Inaku for the donation. Book as well says, can you say hi to Jack, Matthew, and Gareth, please? I can. Hello, Jack, Matthew, and Gareth. Thank you for watching. Thank you as well to Mikey P and Quinn Codes, who says, will you play the new Halo? It will be a throwback for your old videos. So yeah, I'll play it. I probably won't play it in videos, to be honest, but yeah, I'll definitely play for it with Squishy. Right, you want your perms. You're a vis. Oh, I know. Well, yeah, last time you were on, you like trolled me. You were doing something. I was on here trying to work out a mini game, and Squishy came on and started messing something up. So I stole her perms away. Right, I'm gonna keep an eye on you this time, Squishy. Hello to Thomas. Thanks for watching the stream. Hello to Mikey P and Harley Landry as well. She was decorating, she says. Right, so yeah, if this was what I was talking about for how this would be. So let me look at my little sketch again. So I said that would be 16. So this would be, oh no, it would be less than 16. Because I was thinking of these being 4, but they're only 3. See, I wouldn't want to do it now, just yellow again. I want to change the pattern up a bit, but I don't know how that would work. Maybe I couldn't. Maybe it would just have to then go. Unless maybe we flip it. If it went to like blue here, then yellow there. Then pink here. Can you kind of see what I'm doing? So I'm like always leaving a gap of 1. But then flipping around the colours that they were there. And orange here. But then if we went this way, it would be orange here. So like I'm ignoring these two, and then of the next row, just flipping them around. Just trying to like spread them out as much as possible. As I said, I want you to be doing like, see the thing is then these blues end up super close together. Yeah, I think the only way to do it is just to turtle raid. Oh, what's going on? Oh no, where's Squishy? Oh no, Turtles raid? What's going on? Wait, is this a raid from like another streamer, or is it just like a bunch of turtles are being spawned in? Is Squishy where's Squishy? I'm worried. I'm worried. What's going on? Where's the what is it? What's turtles raid? Is Squishy building turtles? Oh no, Squishy's just. Oh, am I just assuming it's Squishy? What? I'm so. Can anyone explain what a turtle raid? Oh, it's another YouTuber. We're being raided. Are they still streaming, or did they just finished? Anyway, hello everyone who's just joining. You're joining at like, well, like the worst time to join, because we're deep in the middle of trying to design a new minigame. So it will make no sense to you, but if someone is new here from Turtles, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'm not always this confused, I promise. Crazy's just saying aught. I'm just so confused. I was so sure it was like Squishy spawning in turtles. I was like, I didn't think it'd be like, is like, can you actually do proper raids on YouTube? Or is it like just someone said to like come over here? Because I think they were like, so I think they were adding the feature for raids. I just didn't know if they had like added it yet. Yes, I think I'm just gonna go and repeat this. So yeah, so if anyone is joining new, basically we're trying to design a new mini game that I'm gonna build in my fun land. And the idea is I'm gonna have a floor of campfires. Someone's gonna be on fire, just running around, and they basically are kind of like blocking off areas to try and stop the other person from switching on levers that are gonna be underneath these areas here. And yeah, we're still kind of like trying to work out what the general game mechanics are. Well, also a little bit now starting to think about like what the actual game's going to look like. Like there's normally a point where we're around about now when I'm kind of getting pretty locked into what I want the style to be. Like this is when I'll start like maybe there'll be an obvious theme or something that I could do. So then this would go, yeah, see the box is kind of just repeating. I think there's going to be no other way to do the pattern. The only other way we could do it is if we had like some sections that like weren't like there, like it wasn't a color and there wasn't a lever there. Like so, say some of these were just like kind of blank spaces, like almost like skylights or something, would be a way to do it. And then you could almost have like a cross surrounding that one of all of the different colors. Let's just do a little test, shall we? Especially now that Squishy's here, we can actually do like a proper gameplay test. So let's go and start filling in some campfires underneath here. So the only thing that's going to be needed to reset the game is turning the levers off, but then also turning the campfires off. I wonder if there's a way to automate that, or if that's going to get too complicated. Like it wouldn't be the end of the world because it is quite quick just to run around with a shovel, and obviously it's not like every single one of the campfires would be lit up. You'll need just to go around to the ones that are like lit up and like switch them off. But as I said, if some of these squares didn't have the colors on, maybe they could have dispensers that shoot the water out. So maybe a little bit like this. And this is going to start making it look like one of my my mini games as well. This is where my generic styling comes into it. So let's say it was. So this would be our standard box. We'd have all these color around the outside. Let's just fill these in, then we'll add the redstone lamps afterwards. Because then I could do very simple redstone to try and like... Because all it needs to do is just make the water drop down. Then that would turn them all off. And it would just make it so much easier. And like so much quicker in between rounds. So that's another thing that I always got to think about. There's a lot of games that I could do that just like... So like games like Spleef. And I know I did a Spleef game, but it never worked like amazingly well. Just because you would have to like rebuild it every time. And so say even if you did like... So like survival games or something, it's like the same every time and you need to go and like reset all of the chests. It would just end up being like, just really annoying to try and do it every time. Do you need me to test now? Because I was about to record. No, it's okay, Squishy. You don't have to. You can go record. Do you wanna show off what you built first, though, Squishy? Your little beehive house. Right, do you want to give us your tour, Squishy? Oh no, Libby's made another GIF. Libby's one of the mods who makes the really embarrassing GIFs on me, and she's just made another one. I'd like to say I'm looking forward to seeing it, Libby, but I'm not. Well, this is lovely, Squishy. To be fair, Squishy's so much better at building like things that look good than me. Like that's not where my area of expertise is in Minecraft, which sounds stupid because you think that's like what the best thing. Oh yeah, Chicken Nuggy says Squishy does the best builds. She does, but like. She's much better at building things that look good. And like, then you look at what I built. Like, this is what Squishy built. A lovely little home. She's going to add some lanterns on it and stuff. You turn around and like, my build is literally like fire. Oh dear. But I like to think hopefully like the functionality of my my builds is okay. So yeah, if I did this like that, then there was a dispenser. I know it does really seem like I'm focusing so much on what it looks like now, but it really affects the gameplay because how this design is laid out is going to affect how like separated these lights are. And I want them to be grouped up enough that you always have like loads of options to go and switch them on. But not too close that you're like, run lever, run lever, run lever, because otherwise it will get too annoying. I want you to be watching out for the fire person and really like dodging away from them. Right, so let's grab a dispenser. You would be here like that. And so yeah, then there'd be a bucket of water in there. So then at the end of every game, then the thing is now, is how do we link it up? Do we do more like black squares in here? And do this as just like one big giant square. But I feel like that might be making the game too big. Or is there a way to work out this pattern so it would then go like pink again here. Then black again here. Then if it went orange here. Like, can I see what I'm doing? It's just sort of, if I kept doing like, so my brain's so bad at working this stuff out in advance until I start building it. Like, would this pattern continue working and keeping them all nicely spread out? Or would they end up being all too close together at some point? So there'd be the dispenser there again. So this would actually probably like spread out these dispensers evenly enough. That it would like cover all of the campfires nicely. So if that was like pink, yellow, red, green there. So if I did pink again here, obviously it's quite close to that other pink. Would that not work out? God, my brain just so bad at like working out these patterns for how to do it. Unless it could be like obviously it doesn't have to be a big box. We could kind of like we could make it so that there's like walls that come down here, like just surrounding these individual boxes, and kind of just work out the pattern how we want. Oh, people are saying to do yellow. Oh, what? So then yellow would go here. Then would that line up for another one? I do think this is one that I do need to draw out. Thank you to Sebi the King, who says, hi, thanks for making my childhood. I've been watching you since I was 5. Can you say hi to Sebastian and Connor and have a great day? I can. Hi, Sebastian. Hi, Connor. Thank you so much for wishing me a good day. Jack says, can you say Gavin is trash? He doesn't know you. Okay. I mean, I guess I kind of did. Not sure what that's about. Thank you also to Jostner, who says, hello, Stumpy. I just wanted to say a big thank you for making my childhood better. I remember the first Lovely World video with the cave house. Oh, literally like my first Lovely World video. Also, I want to say a very big happy birthday to Elise. And she's 13 today. So happy 13th birthday. Enjoy day 1 of being a teenager. Make the most of it. It will go quick. Yeah, thanks for watching the stream. Why doesn't Squishy have her audio on? Oh, she just joined my game. I was just building by myself. She's going to record in a bit. She's just gate crashed and is just showing me up by building something like nicer than anything else that I've built here. Yeah, I kind of like the general idea of this pattern. I just need to work out like exactly what the layout would be. The problem is I don't have enough like I haven't got like colored pens. I guess I could like. So I guess like no matter what, it's like a grid, isn't it? And the fact that it's the triangles is just like what I fill in, like the crosses, sorry. So if I try and like, if I just draw like a grid on the whiteboard. Oh, hey, Sophia. If I draw a grid on the, on my whiteboard, then I could, rather than doing it colors, I could do like symbols. And see if there's a way I can work out like what the pattern would be for them. Because it's kind of just like, it's kind of hurting my brain a little bit. This was the sort of part that I was worried about of the stream. Just because I know sometimes when I'm designing these games, it all comes quite quickly and easily. And like it's quite obvious for like what I need to do. And I feel like so far up until now, like that's what it's been like. But then there's always bits where I just get like, have a bit of a brain fart and can't work out what I need to do next. And like it's one of the things where I'd probably work it out easier if I wasn't streaming and like worrying that there's people judging about how dumb I am at trying to work this stuff up. Yeah, if anyone has any actually understands what I'm trying to work out and has any tips, feel free to let me know. Shout out to Dux, who says, Stampy, I watched you when I was a kid, and I recently started binging your old videos. Can you say hi to me? I can. My name is Andrew. Hi, Andrew. Thanks for watching the videos. Thank you as well to Zephyr Beast 12, who says, you could give the game an early 90s colourful vibe. To be fair, that's like all of my mini games, to be fair. Yeah, have a, I mean, maybe not specifically early 90s, but I mean, they're all pretty colourful usually. So I think it is probably going to have that vibe anyway. Right, so I drew this. So I need to work out a way with there to be essentially 5 like sections. So there's the 4 colors and then the black bit in the middle, where if I did that cross pattern, I want it so they're as spread out as they can possibly be throughout the whole thing. So let's say if I did like, oh no, my whiteboard pen's breaking, like X, circle, let's do like the PlayStation logos. X, circle, square, triangle, and then the dispenser, I guess I'll just do a, like a line. So say if I have, it goes very bright, like that as the middle, how could I lay out around it to make sure that this pattern, like everything stays as far as part as it could possibly be, but all fits in tightly? Does anyone know, like, does anyone just want to do that for me? Does anyone want to like, want to work that out. So I feel like because my way of working it out would be like keep trying it until it happens to work out. But I just don't have the kind of mind that can like look at this stuff. Well, it's like things like Sudoku and stuff. I just can't look at it and work it out. I just need to keep trying it and messing it up until it kind of accidentally turns out right. So if it ended up being square, sorry, I know you can't see what I'm doing. Bear with me a little bit. I did warn at the beginning it'd be a bit of a weird stream. So if I did it like, so I've kind of just copied and done the same thing up there like that. And then so here I could do like X, triangle. So the way I'm doing it now, they're always in like the same pattern. So then, so if it's it would be a triangle here. I will show you what I'm doing in just 1 second, bear with me. No, I don't think it's going to work out what I was doing. I don't think it's going to work out at all. It's like those Escher patterns. I think that's what they're called. The ones that fit perfectly together. Yeah, well, I want it to be like them. but it's not. It's just a mess. It's annoying because I know there's got to be a way to fit it in. But I'm just not sure if I can work it out. Maybe I should not worry about that part of it too much for now. Like I could always do the just a repeating box pattern or something. Oh, Squishy! Oh, Squishy's off. Bye, Squishy. God, look. How long has she been here? She popped in here for like 5 minutes and like poof, just there's a little corner of beauty down here. I love the potato above the door as well. Just like a little duck house she's built for herself down here. God, just put me to shame, hasn't it? All of the time, because I really like most of the time for like this when I'm like, you can't even see, can't even see. Whoops. Okay, right, go back. Here we go. Blah blah blah. Let's rewind and I'll just do the same thing again. And look what Squishy's built. There's a potato. And we can see inside of the house. There we go. Right. My bad. Yeah, like, because what I was saying is like a lot of the time when I'm designing this stuff, I'm not building anything. It's just me it is just me thinking. So like, I could spend a whole day working and just have like a few scraps like this to show for myself. Because I've not actually built anything. It's all just been me like working out things that doesn't work and then like changing them. Thank you to Book, who says, I just want to say that you've probably raised more than 1 billion people. Probably not that many. And thank you. P.S. Today is my birthday. I am 12 and my name is Matthew. Well, happy birthday, Matthew. Everyone is having their birthday today. Happy birthday to everyone who's having a birthday today, including Matthew. Bye, Squishy. Bye, Squishy. Thank you as well to Jack Denny and Braden Shanks, who says, I've been watching since the start of the stream. You have. I remember you. I was talking to you at the start of the stream. I love this kind of stream. So excited for Lovely World. Any update on Space Den and Cat and Duck? Space Den will return on Saturday. Lovely World will return next Wednesday. Cat and Duck, we haven't recorded any yet. We're recording any soon. It's on Squishy's channel, so I don't know exactly when it will be, but hopefully next week. Yeah, stay tuned for that for when Cat and Duck will return. Thank you also to Lucas, who else, how's it going? I'm doing good. And George says, hi Stampy, can you say hi Geo? It will make my day. Hi Geo, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Space Den will be up, should be up at 5:30 tomorrow, I believe I scheduled it for. Yeah, I'm still just struggling with how to do this pattern. I wonder if I literally like Google like pattern with 5 colors, if I'll be able to find it and steal that. Pattern with 5 colors. Ah. Oh, I see. Ah, Oh, the sign. That might have been a little bit too hopeful for myself to find that. Ooh. Oh, there's one which is only like 3 colors. Oh, one with 4. I found exactly what I'm looking for, like a checkerboard pattern. Exactly what I want, but just not enough colors. Maybe if I do like 5 color grid. Pattern. See, they all got 4 colors. I need it 5 because it's the 4 colors and then just like the other one. Like rainbow checkerboard. Yeah, kind of. That's a good thing to search for. Ooh, that looks quite pretty. So a lot of them look nice, but I want to maximize having the colors spread out. A lot of them have like just the colored line but broken up, but I want them to all be as spread out as possible. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to like find the design. Like even if there is one where it all works out like that. Oh, look up cross tiling. It does what you want. Each cross can fit 5 colors. That was Salvatore Elia was the recommendation. Okay. God, you know, it is helpful having you guys here. You know, you do help me out a lot. Cross tiling 5 colors. Doing just a straight Google search didn't find it. Or what I was after. Cross tiling grid. Christopher says Adobe has a monochromatic, triad, and more color picker you can choose from. Thank you to Uni Bunny for the other donation, as well as Uma as well. I just don't know if I'm just going to find it by just like... do 5 colors. It's the 3rd image result. Oh, don't insert 5 colors. Wait. Okay, let's try and get this. So don't insert 5 colors is the first. So what? Just search. Was it cross pattern? You said. Let me see exactly what the word was. Oh, cross tiling. Cross tiling. Like, if I just search cross tiling, like they're all like just black and white. Like if I just Google image search cross tiling. If I do like a Google image search, Salvatore, can you what do you specifically search in? Like sometimes you do get like different like Google results when you type it in. So maybe I'm getting something different. But like, what did you exactly type in? Oh, colored cross tiling. Could try that. Still not coming up with anything like close to what we're after. It sounds like a weird, like, specific thing to be hung up on, but it's like, Libby says me and Sarah could help her if you want. I think it's okay. Like, it's something that I could probably work out. To be fair, like I keep building it as this giant one, but it's really no different to what I was trying to solve here, but with these just being like way smaller, and I still couldn't like quite get my head around it then. So at least if I do want to keep trying to work it out, I can do it just as like in this little small section here and not have to build it out massive. It's just the sort of thing that just feels like so simple, but can just be like, just so confusing. And I am becoming very conscious with how long I've spent trying to work out this this one thing and messing it up. So what I think I will do, what I think's a smart way to go about this, because this is the kind of thing that I was worried about popping up, and why I was a bit worried that these streams might not be too entertaining, because these are the sort of simple problems that come up to me like all of the time when I'm designing stuff and I end up messing it up. Is what I might do is spend a little bit more time working out that cross-section pattern, and then, well, tell you what, I think this actually might be a good time to end designing this here, because what we've done is we've started off, for those that have been on the journey the whole time, we started off trying to design a game that was to do with spiders climbing up walls. We then found out that it's actually skeletons, not spiders. We had skeletons in minecarts trying to shoot arrows at us as they bounce back and forth. That turned into a bunch of campfires on the floor with mobs running around on them. And we then changed that into a game where you would be on fire and leaving a trail of fire while trying to get on top of these platforms and trying to collect sea pickles from barrels, which then changed from trying to get onto the platforms to switch on levers, which then changed to getting rid of the platforms to having a set bunch of floor, which then changed into what we're trying to design now to work out an exact pattern. So that's the journey we have gone through, and I think we are now pretty close to being locked down into what the overall mechanic of the game is. So if I stop doing the behind the scenes now, it means you kind of know what the general idea is, but if you watch the actual Lovely World video, you still will be surprised and won't know exactly how the game is going to look. So I think that might be like quite a nice place to leave a full stop, or a period if you're in America. And yeah, and then that means we can come back in my actual Lovely World, and you'll see how the design's going to be. Because that's quite a nice balance, where you don't get spoiled on the full design, but you get to see the majority of the progress leading up to it. Because either way, I think I'm struggling a little bit too much to carry on doing it while on streaming. And yeah, getting a bit like, not anxious, like I guess a bit stressed about the fact that I keep doing it wrong, and very conscious of how frustrating it may be for you, which is not what not what I go for. And I know most of you are so nice and so patient and don't care and are just enjoying it anyway, but I can't help feeling that way. So I think that would be a nice point to end it. And also my voice is just hurting a little bit. But yeah, I might actually try and stream tomorrow. I really want to do I mentioned it a while ago, do a Q&A stream. So I like the idea of doing a Q&A stream where I'm kind of like lightly touring my Lovely World, or at least just wandering around my Lovely World and answering questions and just having a chat. Maybe doing some like would you rather questions and some kind of like fun, sillier questions. I think would be pretty entertaining. So depending on how tomorrow goes, I will maybe be able to stream that tomorrow, which will be a little bit faster paced and a little bit more upbeat than this. So yeah, either tomorrow or if not, hopefully Sunday. That will be coming soon. We also got a little bit more of ukulele to do. I've been continuing to play ukulele, and I've been trying to get through that final level with more of my battalion along with me. Those that haven't watched any of the ukulele streams are probably very confused, but those that know will know. So yeah, I will be. I have not given up on that final level. I will be doing that at some point in the future. Before I go, I want to say thank you to a few more donations that have come through. Thank you to Mad Dog, who says, hey Stamps, me and my sister used to watch you all of the time when we were kids. I'm 19 and she's 14. Oh God, I feel old. Could you say hi to Madeline and Sierra? I can. Hi Madeline, hi Sierra. Thank you, thanks you both of you so much for watching so long. Thank you, Book, for your other donation. I'm not going to say the thing you asked me to say, because I know it's some sort of TikTok meme, but I don't really fully understand what it's about, and just in case, I'm not going to say it. It's the Chalky Milk one. I don't really want to say it, because I don't know if anyone's going to use the clip for something, so I'm going to skip that one. Even though I am now a TikTok star, I still don't even understand the memes on it. Thank you also to Selena, who says, hey Stamps, my friend has been watching you since middle school. His name is Spyro. What an awesome name. And it would make his day if you said hi to him. Hi Spyro. I think your name is awesome. Thanks for watching. Thank you also to Smokey is Fishy. Joshua as well says, hi Stamps, I'm back and I'm still waiting for my dream to happen. Oh yeah. His dream was to meet me in Squid. He wanted it as his birthday or Christmas present. Thank you also to Dragon and Samuel Patrick, who says, thanks for the stream. You're an amazing YouTuber and TikToking god. Have a lovely weekend. You lovely person. P.S. Love the stream. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad that you enjoyed a stream a little bit different to some of the other ones. Thank you also to Night to Shore for the donation. But yeah, that will be the end of this stream. As I said, hopefully streaming over the weekend, and also preparing, fingers crossed, for my 10 million subscriber stream, which will also, fingers crossed, as I say, be coming soon. But yeah, I hope everyone has a really lovely weekend, whether they're able to catch any of my streams or not. Thank you all for being so patient and lovely and kind and helpful throughout of this stream. Really appreciated it. But that is the end now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.